So I lost daylight, so I'm just using the garage here. We're going to go over Glassparency tire dressing. Now this tire dressing here is a silica-based tire dressing. Again, it's still a water-based tire dressing. It's just silica infused. And it tells you right here, Glassparency tire dressing is a water-based silica infused formula that can produce a satin to gloss depending on number of coats finish. Proprietary silica technology aids in extreme durability. This technology increases wash-off resistance, rivaling and surpassing any solvent-based solution. Used on tires, rubber, trim, and bumpers. So you can use it on pretty much anything that, rubber. I like this product. I think it works really well. If you guys are looking for a tire dressing, consider this, because it's like a hidden gem, because not too many people know that Glassparency has a dedicated tire dressing. As I mentioned, I'm like 95% certain that this and the Obsessed Garage tire dressing are the same exact product. The finish is the same, the consistency is the same, the color is different, and so of course the scent is different. But again, they're very similar. So I'm pretty sure that B&B blending blends for these guys. But that's just my take on it. Like I said, I like using it. I use it with a spray nozzle here, and I just spray it into the applicator. You can use one of these tire applicator, a brush. I'll show you both methods here. So let me just go ahead and move my sleeve up here. So I'll just shake it first, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray it into so it comes out kind of thick. So if you're going to intend to spray it on here, you can. It is going to stick on there. I just want to mention that it is these because I have low profile tires. I'm going to take the camera off my head. Because I have low profile tires, I really don't like spraying stuff on here because it's going to get all over the wheel. So I will go ahead and dab this in here, and then I will just work this in to the tire. This is just some foam applicator. I think these are sold on AutoGeek. They're not the best. So I kind of just want to show you the finish. So I'll make a 50-50 line right there. And then as this thing dries, it becomes a little bit more satin, but that's what the finish looks like, at least right now, during initial application. So it does look a little bit glossy, but as I mentioned, let it sit on here for a few minutes, and then come back with a towel, wipe off any excess, and you'll knock that gloss down pretty significantly, and it'll look more satin type. This is not the most durable type of product on here. Like I said, I average about 2 to 3 weeks here. Let me see if I can get this tire brush here. I'm gonna go ahead and use this on here. Let me just go ahead and stand it on there, and then I will spray it in here. So we'll see if I think that's more than enough here. So I'm gonna see if I can get this left-handed. Like I said, I am right-handed by nature, but we'll see. Just go ahead and work this in. Now, the thing I don't like about this brush here is it tends to use a little bit more product. At least on that's just my experience with it. I may not be. That's just my experience with it. Maybe I'm not right, but it tends to use more product than a foam applicator here. Let me just go ahead and spray some more in here. It's kind of hard to do this one-handed here, and then I'll just go ahead and work this in. So the benefit to the brush, though, is it does a better job getting into like these ridges here. And then if you have like real knobby tires, it will get in there. Okay, so let me just go ahead and finish. I think I just have a little bit left here. Okay, so I just have, so that's the only thing I don't like about this is it is going to take a little bit more product to kind of get the tire dressed here, because you're working by sections. Kind of just working this in, and I just have one little spot left here. Let's see if I can get, that's probably too much in here, but we'll go ahead and go with it here. Now the other benefit to this is I can get in to the inner lip easier, and I wouldn't be too worried about scratching the wheel. Get the transition over here because it's got a rubber handle. And then the other downside to this brush is, of course, you can't get under here. So let me put this down. I'll put this down here. So you can get your foam applicator, or just move it. Even this applicator is not very good down here, so I'll have to move the car forward or backwards. So I'm going to take, because I got some tire dressing on the lip from going around. So if you want to just let this tire dressing dry by itself, then just let it set up for about 20 minutes or so, and then come back and it should be dry to the touch. If you want to knock it down right now, you can. I'm going to let the rubber here absorb it for about 20 minutes here. But if I didn't like the gloss here, I could just take my towel immediately and then just knock it down and even it out. So I'll just do that just to show you. Grab the inner barrel here, or the inner lip here. So I could just do that, and then as it sets up even more overnight, it's going to get a little bit more satin type appearance. But right now it looks pretty good. We'll just let this let the tire kind of absorb it. It looks a little glossy at the moment, but it's dry to the touch. You can see my hand is not oily or anything like that. But yeah, if you want it glossier, just put a second layer. As it cures, after I wiped it down right now, it's going to get a little bit more satin appearance. But yeah, so far I really do enjoy using Glassparency tire dressing. I think it's really good. Average durability for me is roughly about 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. But I use it pretty often. So if I'm using something like this, a water-based tire dressing, I'm reapplying after every wash, after I wash the tire. So good stuff. If you guys are looking for a nice water-based tire dressing that's ceramic infused, has a good look and very easy to use, and I think it's a hidden gem that people don't know about, and it doesn't get a lot of praise online, but it looks really good. It works very well. And again, thanks for watching, and catch you on the next one. If you guys have used this, actually go ahead and post down below. If you guys are interested in trying this, I will post where to get it. I'll post my Glassparency link if you want to buy it from there. It's $5 off. If not, I will see where other places have it, and then I'll just post that link and you guys can pick it up. Alright, so again, thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one. Alright, hey everyone, welcome back. So I moved the car in full daylight because I want to show you how the Glassparency tire dressing looks like. One thing I did notice is I could have used another application here. It just wasn't as even in there, which is fine. I'll just apply it again the next wash, or I could just do it now. But I want to give you an idea what it looks like. So right now in the full sun, it looks glossy. Like, anything in these ridges, these type of ridges here, will make pretty much any tire dressing look glossy. But once you kind of look over here, where there is, where the sun doesn't hit it in that angle, then the tire just looks like a black tire. So this is a level like similar to, I guess you could say, maybe just a little glossier than the American Detailer Garage tire dressing, but it still has that black look to it. And then also these tires do still have some McKee's tire coating still embedded in these ridges. Like I said, that stuff is just a pain to get off. It's really durable. So that's one thing. Like right here, you can actually see that there's some McKee's tire coating remnants on there, which causes some bonding issues. Sometimes my tire dressings don't last that long because there's still tire coating left on here. It's just a pain to get off. I missed here. I'm going to leave this area untouched here, so this part doesn't have any tire dressing. The reason I'm going to leave it there is I'm going to kind of use that as my wear indicator to kind of see excuse me, to kind of see how the tire dressing holds up. You know, this lasts like 2 to 3 weeks. Like I said, I top it on a weekly basis here, or a bi-weekly basis whenever I wash the car. But it looks good. Like this side here, like I said, it's dry to the touch, so if I rub my hand on here, you're not going to see anything transfer on my hand. So this tire, I applied it, I let it sit for a few minutes, and then I came back, and then I just took a towel here, and then just wiped it down. You know, I can knock it down some more if I wipe it down right now. But again, in the ridges, it's just going to look glossy. So we'll take a look at the other ones here. Let me get off the ground here, because this guy here in the shade looks actually really good. Again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wipe these down because I want to just knock down the gloss just a little bit more. But this looks good. And we'll take a look at the other ones as well. And so this one looks good too. I'm just going to go ahead and wipe this down. And this is just making sure that I don't have any excess product on here, so that looks good. And then this tire over here, this is the one that I did on cam, where I wiped it down immediately. And it doesn't look like it was impacted or anything like that. It looks like it still has a good look to it. Like I said, there's still McKee's tire coating in there. I could see McKee's tire coating here because it looked a little bit more plasticky. But just take your towel and kind of just knock down anything if you have any excess product. But other than that, that's the Glassparency tire dressing. If you guys have any comments on this one, or if you've used it, or if you haven't used it, then just go ahead and comment down below. Is this a product that you'd consider using? If you really want that real satin type look, you're gonna want that Jess car. It only comes in lotion format. This one you can use it as a spray, or you can use it as a like a lotion type application. But this is right up there as one of my favorite tire dressings to use. So again, thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one.